So there was a lot about Westworld Season 2 that I really enjoyed, but there was one thing that really stuck out to me that didn't make a whole lot of sense, and that's specifically the technology and the strategy that the security forces use while trying to secure the park against the robots. And in able to illustrate this, I want to refer to a specific scene in Season 2, and then also talk about my thoughts about it throughout the season. Okay, so first off, why are they marching Terminator style straight up against the defenses? That makes no sense at all. But that's really its own thing. It appears that they're using P90s. That's like a modern gun. I don't know if they don't have upgraded guns in the future. That seems a little odd that they're not using some type of like futuristic weapon. I don't know if, since they're not like an official military, they don't have access to that in the future, but that just seems a little inconsistent. So my question is, where is any type of futuristic weapon, or even just modern day weapons? Like, why aren't they using sniper rifles or drones or better protection armor, or why don't they have any type of armored vehicles? It really makes like no sense, let alone like futuristic technology. That's just technology that we have right now. So it really seems odd that they're not using any of that. And this is something that I noticed throughout the entire season, and it just bugged me in little scenes where the use of technology was just so downgraded. But this scene particularly stuck out, and honestly, it was quite cringe-worthy to watch. Especially seeing the fort, you can see they put a lot of work into making this set, and it was like really quite unfortunate that this scene could have been so much more if they choreographed it better and actually showed the use of modern day weapons. And we know that the director himself stated that the reason why the guns don't, kill humans in the first season is because they're programmed essentially so that if they're shot at a human, that they don't shoot at the same velocity as if they're shot at a robot. And that shows a pretty sophisticated technology. A really intelligent AI programmed into the guns themselves. So if they have the ability to program smart weapons like that, I don't understand why they aren't using any type of weapons like that themselves. I'm sure there would be quite easy to program some type of AI sniper rifle that they can just set up on the hillside that just, seeks out any robot within like a mile and just snipes them, just boom, 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 takes them all out. It seems like they'd be able to program something like that quite easy, especially with the level of technology that they possess, and they wouldn't even have to send any humans in. They could just have that turret sniper rifle just take all the robots out. So I feel like in real life this should have been a very one-sided battle, especially throughout the whole episode. The security force really should have had very little trouble clearing out the robots. So that's a little unrealistic, but I suppose it isn't as entertaining as actual even playing field fights. But honestly, it just creates a huge plot hole, and I feel like they could have come up with some explanation of why they're not using any futuristic technology, especially futuristic weapons. They could have just said that there's some type of signal that is jamming smart technology that's going throughout the park, and then just left it like that, 30-second dialogue explaining it, and I would have been satisfied with that. It even got to the point where I was speculating that there was going to be a reveal that all the security force are actually robots themselves, since it seemed like the company really didn't care about just throwing their lives away and not really actually protecting them in any way. But at the end of the day, this didn't ruin the season at all for me. I actually really enjoyed this season, and in some ways, I enjoyed the season more than season 1, certain aspects of it. But I feel like this aspect of it was like an elephant in the room throughout the whole season, and was kind of a little bit annoying. It's probably really the only negative thing I have to say about this season. But yeah, if you have any thoughts about it, please let me know, and thanks for watching.